An expanded perspective. August 22, 2014. Awakening higher consciousness on Earth. A note from Shanta Gabriel. Since the June 21st solstice, there has been an opening in your energy field to allow a new connection to the gifts and talents your soul is bringing to Earth. On that day, I was blessed to lead the most powerful ceremony of my life on the sacred site recognized as the base chakra of the world, Mount Shasta. This event deepened my 25-year connection to the archangels and opened new channels for receiving from these enlightened beings. I have been graced with a deep alignment with Archangel Gabriel since 1990, and those who are familiar with my work recognize the loving communication that Gabriel offers to the world. What has opened since the solstice is channeled guidance and information from Archangel Metatron, Uriel, Sandalphon, and others. I was told they wanted to present new work using these teachings because the archangels are very invested in our awakening spiritual consciousness on Earth at this time. They want to help us build our new light bodies and work more closely with the universal presence of nature. This new message from Archangel Metatron is the first in a series of channelings they will present. I was also shown that to create these new light bodies and access the wisdom of the heart, we need to create energetic pathways that allow the activation of the core alignment between our most divine self and our very human self. To do this, the archangels are teaming up to work in your chakra system to help us access the wisdom of the heart. We will have to wait until the class work begins to see how the progression continues. I have been shown only the entry points into this new work, so I need to trust that the process of channeling the information the archangels want to share with you will be ongoing through the class series and beyond. This has been true in every class I have taught since 1995, and we've consistently received powerful guidance. This is my special invitation for you to join me in this amazing process of new life discoveries with the archangels. In the meantime, enjoy the channeling from Archangel Metatron and bask in the expansive energies these messages contain. Dear ones, an overview of the spiritual evolution you are currently experiencing may help give you perspective for these special times you live in. Since the archangels have been very active in the recent awakening of consciousness, the expanded perspective that we are providing now can help you to see how important are the starseeds to this evolution. The old forms of reality are crumbling like the tower in the traditional tarot oracle. At the same time, the Earth's energy is gathering an accumulation of power that will motivate the collective impulse so multitudes of people will reach new plateaus of spiritual experience and create simultaneous global awakenings. The creators who formed Earth planted chronometers that measure evolution of consciousness. The human species was also coded to lead people into their divine blueprint. When enough people have awakened, a gate is opened that allows the Earth's wisdom to be transmitted. That is in process at this time. You are coded to move with the masses. This may cause frustration because you want to be farther along in your evolution, especially with your visionary sense of what is possible. This requires great patience. Know that as you share what you know and allow yourself to be in the frequencies of higher dimensional reality, this vibration is broadcast around the world. As the codings for awakening are fired on the Earth, the masses of humanity evolve. All is time-coded and interlinked to respond to the patterns for the awakening of all souls to their greater identity. This is where Archangel Metatron has dominion. You are here to bring heaven to Earth. In the human chakra system, Archangel Metatron is the seventh chakra connection to heaven representing unity consciousness, and Archangel Sandalphon is the first chakra connection to Earth, representing the power of well-being. These two archangels become key players in your ability to transcend your 3D realities and bring higher frequency awareness to the Earth to assist the development of a deeper awakening energy on the planet. You volunteered to be here for this time. Your soul was encoded with the blueprint of awakening consciousness. Throughout the lifetime of those of the baby boom generation, these codes were being fired. The 1960s were time-coded to create the momentum for awakening. Different events and specially gifted people were making their voices heard during that time, Some were even killed in a very public way, but all were a part of the awakening of consciousness. Much of the music and books of that time had codes embedded in them that acted as firing signatures to spark the shift of spiritual awareness on the planet. During the 1960s, high-level ideals sprang into being that related to more clarity around the requirements for a sustainable Earth, healthful lifestyles, women's rights, and expanded areas of consciousness. Over the next 20 years, thousands explored India and discovered Eastern teachings that previously were only available to a select few. Yoga, Tai Chi, and other forms of healthful energy movement became mainstream. Then came the next coding for mass awakening, which occurred during the harmonic convergence in 1987 and marked the beginning of 25 years of massive change. Old structures became obsolete, and began to crumble, such as the Berlin Wall. Mass spiritual awakening had begun. Recognized in prophecy by nearly every indigenous people on the planet, December 21, 2012 was a completion of a 26,000-year cycle of life as we have known it. It is said to be also the beginnings of what some have called the Age of Aquarius, a new 26,000-year cycle of peace on the planet. Since the end of 2012, you have been in a paradigm shift that straddled the third and fifth dimensions. Nothing is really the same, and since that time, you have all been finding your way through a process of discovering what is possible now that was not available before. This world has been seeded for you to embrace in a new way. It is a world that contains all the beauty and ideals that you most desire in your heart and brought with you to this lifetime. Divine light is now permeating your ability to create in ways that may seem almost magical because that which you most desire is more tangible. Teachings of Archangel Metatron. Because the time is here now for you to receive a gift from the heavenly realms for your awakening process, the veils have parted to reveal unity consciousness, a spiritual attribute that is available to you now from the archangels and through which the Metatronic energy frequencies work. Through my all-seeing eyes and the impulses of the creative source of all that is, it is my format for evolution of consciousness that makes up the soul's blueprint for new life awakening with each being on earth. It is our governance as the archangels to flood the earth with light and impulse the heart and soul of those who await their mission. You have always known that you are here for a greater purpose. This drive within you left you hungry for something you did not know. It was the soul's way of steering you toward your spiritual path. All you have done, all that you knew and explored through life, has led you here to this awakening of spiritual consciousness on earth. Your presence and focus of attention on the light of divine presence is impulsing hundreds of thousands of people to also awaken. A majority of people on the planet are feeling the stirrings in the hearts, the desire for something greater and more meaningful. Although their individual interpretation may not coincide with your idea of peace on the planet, nevertheless the impulse for awakening is there now, and is spreading through the multitudes of souls on the planet like wildfire. The veils that kept the deepest truth from being revealed are gone. All who seek will truly find their way. Part of the impulse comes from the fear engendered by the crumbling of familiar structures and a rising awareness of the environmental fragility of the planet. For many, change or death seems to be at the forefront of awareness. Know that the archangels will use whatever is necessary to bring forth the awakening, and to fire the codes within humanity. Not that these challenges were caused by the realms of light, but now that it is here, we will take advantage of the opportunity to make the point. The power of sacred sites. The many spiritual seekers have also encouraged the earth to open and reveal her teachings. As with the majority of people, the earth chakras are firing and the living library of earth wisdom is opening. Sacred sites, as they are known, are now drawing millions of people every day. The power of love and respect that is being shown to these extraordinary places is greater than ever before. This has allowed the time-coded information within the earth to be revealed. The universal presence of nature is speaking, and the realms of the elementals and fairies and the consciousness of the earth in all things is available for you to receive. This work is in conjunction with Archangel Sandalphon, acting as the soul of the planet. Wherever you are, you have access to these teachings. You only have to be in nature. The sacred sites are radiating their frequencies and many are receiving. All of life, that which is sacred and holy, is available to assist the awakening of your spirit. All that you are, is a part of this awakening. The massive opening of the Earth's teachings is here to ease the process of evolution of consciousness. The wild weather patterns only demonstrate the volatility of the emotional output from millions of people. Their emotions have created a fear-based vibration that causes even more chaos and confusion. You are the awakening presence on the earth. What you, as the awakening presence on the earth bring, is a new frequency of hope and love. When you are meditating, you bring into your life a sense of calm awareness and peaceful intent. You have no idea how much this benefits the earth and all of humanity. Your radiation of the deep knowing you carry in your spirit, the beauty of the love in your heart, and the power of your clear intention, blesses the world and affects hundreds of thousands of people. Each person radiating the light of pure spirit has the capacity to reach 800,000 people and spark their spiritual awakening. Imagine your calm spirit radiating a rainbow of divine light. Rainbow colors carry all the frequencies of light and thus can affect many layers of consciousness. Your imagination is a tool for higher consciousness. Allowing your being to radiate rainbows of light changes the earth's vibration. People feel this change in their hearts and have an immediate sense of calm and lightness. You can radiate this rainbow light to any area that seems in need. You can send this light to the collective consciousness of humanity, with the intention that their hearts receive and awaken to their soul's imperative. You can surround the entire earth in rainbow light, and the depth of this powerful light presence will bring untold blessings to all beings. It is important to remember that divine light carries the spiritual qualities of intelligence and love. These qualities empower the light to go where it needs to go and do what it needs to do. You are the light bearers of this time. Your soul has led you into new ways to perceive and receive the wisdom of the ages. Your presence makes a huge difference. All that you are longing to experience as an awakened soul on the planet is within your grasp. Together you are changing consciousness on the earth by lifting the spirit of all humanity into global awareness. New life is occurring within the earth as you are growing and awakening as a community of light. The remembrance of your soul's collective consciousness through the coding within you has been fired. You have a deep knowing of what is possible because you experienced it in other times and in other dimensions. These are the sacred teachings encoded in the light, and it is this that you are bringing to the planet now. Through you all of humanity is awakening. Through you the earth is evolving and transcending time and space, allowing spontaneous evolution to come ever closer. It is all possible through the light and power of the divine presence working through you. And so it is. Archangel Metatron. Channeled by Shanta Gabriel. www.thegabrielmessages.com